Hello, hello, my name is Callista and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. In the last episode, we were helping Redcliffe prepare for tonight's assault by the Walking Dead. We've got Owen the Blacksmith repairing the arms and armour for the militia. We found Caitlyn's little brother, Bevan, and now we were going to see if we could persuade Qwinn to fight in the militia tonight. The door is locked and looks as if it has been recently repaired. Hello? Knock on the door, lock picking, pick the lock on the door, break open the lock, leave. Let's knock on the door. There is no response. Hello? No one answers your call. Then let's pick the lock. You deftly pick the lock on the door. Continue. He could not be home for whatever reason. Maybe he's gone out a back window and sailed away.
Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home.
Well, you didn't answer my calls. Intimidate. We'll go where we like, unless you'd like to stop us. Is that how you greet a fellow dwarf? I apologize. I don't mean any harm. I think I'll just be going. I don't think Artin would... She doesn't expect anyone to be nice to her because of her race. Especially, like, oh, we're both dwarves. Yeah, but he's probably lived a very different life to her. If he is a surface dwarf, why should her being a dwarf really mean anything to him? Oddly enough, it's between 1 and 3. Again, this guy hasn't done anything to us. There are other means open to us before intimidation. Artin will intimidate if it's like her last option, but she'd rather take a more persuasive route. I apologize. I don't mean any harm.
Apology accepted. The name's Qwinn. Pleased to meet you. Now get out.
Murdoch says he needs you for the militia. What are you doing? Shut up in here. I think I'll be going. Murdoch says he needs you for the militia.
So, Murdoch's sending a dwarf to do his begging for him? Hoping I'll get all misty-eyed with thoughts of home? Look, I'll tell you the same thing I told him. I'm not risking my neck for this town.
Oh, so he is from Orzammar. Okay. Can I change your mind? Your chances are better out there than in here. Intimidate. Either die out there or here and now. Stay in here then, if you prefer. Can't I change your mind?
I have to admit, you've a better chance than most. At least another dwarf is likely to have a few rocks to rub together between their ears. What do you have in mind, then? Let's hear it.
I'm pretty sure this is, Varric Tethris's voice actor. I can't remember the guy's name. How about gold? I'll hire you to fight for the village. Persuade. What about a little more personal reward? I'll put in a good word for you back in Orzammar. Intimidate. You go and I don't cut off your head. How about that? Stay in here then if you prefer. Absolutely not number 2. Absolutely not. Artin, no. Just no. There are many things Artin would sell. That is not one of them. It's either between 1 and 3. If he's been gone from Orzammar for a very long time, 1, he probably doesn't know who Artin is, which he doesn't know she's the princess of Orzammar. Was the princess of Orzammar. Okay. He also doesn't know that she's been chucked out of Orzammar, so we might as well try and push that. I'll put in a good word for you back in Orzammar.
Uh-huh. And that means exactly what? Nothing. I'm a surface dwarf. And if you're still welcome there, more power to you.
Ooh. I'll put in a good word for you with Ben, Tegan, or the Arl, then.
You might just be able to pull that off. Fine. I'll throw in with the militia. For now. You better be out there too when the sun goes down. I'm not fighting for a lost cause, you hear me?
Thank you, Qwinn. Do you have anything in your house? Nope, nothing in here. And nothing in here. Okay. Okay, so we've got Qwinn fighting. We still need to go and check in with Ser Perth, who is up at the top, I believe.
Stop fidgeting.
Ooh.
I don't like being out here, Qwinn. The mayor's giving me the evil eye.
And well, he should. Because you're a good-for-nothing liar and a thief.
Well, we don't understand why we're out here.
We're out here because I say we're gonna help these people. And since I pay your wages, you're gonna do as I say.
Oh, sure, boss. Whatever you say.
Oh, good on Qwinn. Admittedly, he is doing it for monetary reward, but he's still doing it. Okay, so we've got a chest up there. Thank you. We also have this tavern. Ooh, a lesser injury kit, always good. And some splint mail gloves. I don't believe that's better for Alistair. Nope, his heavy chainmail is a lot better. I'm thinking... We're right by the tavern, so we may as well just check in, see what's going on in here. I imagine most of the militia will probably be in here. I've also got that place over there, a house. And I believe Ser Perth and his knights are up there somewhere. Okie doke. I've said it before and I'll say it again, I do love Redcliffe. Oh, it's one of my my favourite locations in Dragon Age Origins. Hello. So we have Bella Berwick, Lloyd, some militiamen, some graffiti. Graffiti in Redcliffe's Tavern. Don't eat the cheese scratched into the bar of Redcliffe's Tavern. Okay. Anything back here? No. Oh, excuse me, sir. Now then. Excuse me, I must remember to cut that out. Bella.
Another doomed soul come to drown their sorrows here, I see. If you came here for a drink, you'll have to talk to Lloyd. He's got a vice grip on the spigots. I'm just here to keep the boys from mutiny.
I should go. What do you know about that elf in the corner? So how has business been? Shouldn't you be at the chantry? The lone elf is being a little bit suspicious. Why isn't he hanging out with the other militia? What do you know about the elf in the corner?
Not much. He's very quiet. Says his name's Beric and he's here to meet his brother, but I think he's lying. He's a bit creepy.
Shouldn't you be at the chantry?
Later on, yes. Lloyd will lock himself in the cellar, and I'll go to the chantry. Are you fighting tonight?
Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Don't be ridiculous. Yeah, we're gonna fight. Yes, I am.
That's good to hear. I didn't know that.
So, how has business been?
What business? Without the castle soldiers, the only customers we have are local. And they're all in the militia with no money to spend. The few with any money are here, but it's not enough to justify working. Lloyd's a greasy pig. And if I didn't need this job so badly,
You don't care for Lloyd, I take it. Why don't you leave? I see. You don't care for Lloyd, I take it?
He gropes me and pays me next to nothing.
Ugh.
But I suppose it could be worse. Not like I've got many options.
I could talk to Lloyd about this.
No, that'll just make things worse. And that's very sweet, but I'll be fine.
Why don't you leave?
And go where? With no money and no prospects, I just end up somewhere else working for someone worse.
You could leave if you had some help. I see. I think Artin feels very badly for Bella, but I don't necessarily think she'd be like, let me help you out. I think... I see.
What can you do? Girls like me don't get much choice if we don't want to join the Chantry. And it's too late to get married.
I should go.
Keep safe.
You too, Bella. You too. Now then, Lloyd, I notice you're not fighting in the militia.
Hello there, friend. Can't say we've ever met before. Stranger to the village, I take it. Haven't had many travellers lately. All this nonsense is bad for business. Bet you regret coming, yes?
Let's just do business. What do you mean? Not at all. I'll be leaving shortly anyway. Yes, my timing couldn't be worse. What do you mean?
Oh, you know, evil creatures, impending doom, civil war, and the Earls dead in the castle. Makes you thirsty, don't it? So, what'll it be? You are here to drink, I hope.
Let's see what you have. Who are you anyway? I need some questions answered. I should go. Who are you anyway?
Name's Lloyd. We don't get many dwarves out here. Occasional trader, maybe. You a smith? I hear old Owen could use a replacement.
Owen has reopened his smithy. Not all dwarves are smiths, you know. Don't be insulting, human. I'm a Grey Warden. Owen has reopened his smithy.
That's so. Good for him. Guess that means he doesn't need you, doesn't it? Something else I can get for you?
Oh, humans. Always assuming dwarves are smiths. Answer a few questions.
Fine. Make them quick.
Shouldn't you be helping defend the village? Why are you still open? What do you know about what's happened here? What do you know about that elf in the corner? Let's talk about something else. I should go. What do you know about what's happened here?
Not a lot. Castle guards stopped coming in about a week back. It's unusual, too. They were my main source of business. After a few days, I thought it strange enough to ask. But nobody heard anything. Anyone going up to the castle didn't come back. When the first attack hit, I locked myself in the cellar. I say we just wait for help to come.
What do you know about that elf in the corner?
Not much. Says his name's Berwick. Arrived here more than a week back. Waiting for his brother, he says. I've never seen him before, but he paid good for his room. Quiet sort.
So, if Artin is getting this straight, all news from the castle stopped coming about a week ago, and just slightly before that, Berwick turned up, which is a little suspicious. Why are you still open?
I'm not abandoning my tavern because of a few monsters. The second I'm in the Chantry, Murdoch and his men will be here drinking all my ale.
Shouldn't you be helping defend the village?
Why? When them creatures attack, I lock myself in the cellar, just batten the hatches and wait it out. What's the point in getting myself killed with all the rest of them? If that makes me a coward, then I'm a coward.
Intimidate. Either die fighting in the militia or die now. Your choice. Then be a coward if that's what you want. I should go. No, the militia needs as many people as it can. I think this is a case of even if they're not very well trained, the more of them the better. And I think Artin would be willing to intimidate this guy because he looks muscular. He looks pretty well built, and the fact that he's like, no, I'll just let everyone else die. I think also the fact that he was quite racist to her. She's kind of, and what Bella said about him groping her. She's just kind of, no, this guy's a greasy pig. Either die fighting in the militia, or die now. Your choice.
But Van Tegan said we didn't have to. He said, fine, I'll go. But all of this better be here when I get back. I don't want the place drunk out from under me. Blasted bloody...
And that's what you get. Where's Bella? Because I did want to purchase stuff from him, and she's still here.
I see you got that bastard Lloyd to join the militia. It's about time he did something to help out. I guess this puts me in charge. Poor Lloyd will have an apoplexy just thinking about it, eh?
I need some supplies.
Fair enough. Let me see what Lloyd stored in the back. You can help yourself.
Way! Thank you. And now we get all his stuff for free. And I'ma take it too. Thank you. I'll take the lesser injury kit. Ooh, I'll take the recipe. I'll take the Mabari Crunch. You know what, I feel a bit scummy doing this, but I'ma take everything. The flasks. You never know when we might need them. And go on, we'll have the wine. Thank you. Now then, sir. Berwick, not Bostwick.
Not looking for company.
I hear you're Berwick. Shouldn't you be with the militia? Strange seeing an elf here, I'll leave you be. I hear you're Berwick.
What? How did you know that? Well, that's my name. Why?
You seem awfully nervous. Why is that? You said you were waiting for your brother. Just curious, is that a problem? Yeah, he does seem very jumpy. You seem awfully nervous. Why is that?
No reason. I just didn't know how you knew my name, that's all.
I asked around. You said you were waiting for your brother. I apologize, I didn't mean to startle you. You said you were waiting for your brother?
My what? Oh, yes. He was supposed to meet me here. And then I got stuck here when monsters from the castle attacked.
You didn't try to leave. I'm supposed to believe that. Then why aren't you helping to fight? I apologize, I didn't mean to startle you. I'm supposed to believe that.
Look, you're very pretty and all, but
thank
you.
I
was told to... just leave me alone.
What do you mean, what were you told to do? I'm not going anywhere. Start talking. All right, I'll leave you alone. Sorry to bother you. I'm not going anywhere. Start talk... My accent slipped, excuse me. I'm not going anywhere. Start talking.
About what? Just because you're a Grey Warden doesn't mean you can go around threatening people.
And how do you know I'm a Grey Warden? Very good point. She hasn't mentioned being a Grey Warden in the tavern. This will be easier if you just tell me what you're hiding. Intimidate, and who's going to stop me? All right, I'll leave you alone. Sorry to bother you. This will be easier if you just tell me what you're hiding.
But I never... Oh, all right, I'll tell you. Just don't hurt me. This is more than I bargained for. Look, they just paid me to watch the castle and send word if anything should change. But they never said anything about monsters. I haven't even been able to report anything since this started. I'm stuck, same as you, I swear.
How do I know you're telling the truth? Who are they who hired you to do this? What were you supposed to watch the castle for? So you know how this happened. Tell me now. Who are they who hired you to do this?
A tall fellow. I forget his name. He, said he was working for Hal. Arl Rendon Hal. He's an important man, Terran Logain's right hand. So I didn't do anything wrong.
What were you supposed to watch the castle for?
Just to report any changes, honest. All I could send word about was the Arl getting sick. After that, monsters started coming from the castle.
How do I know you're telling the truth?
Here, this is a letter from them. It has instructions and everything. Keep it, do whatever you want with it. I just thought I was serving the king and making a bit of coin on the side. You have to believe me.
Start running. I want you out of the village now. Fine, go. I don't want to see you again. I think you should help defend Redcliffe tonight. I do believe you. Kill him. So I'm just going to say, this is what I mean when I say Logain's a war hero. Of course people would believe that they're doing the right thing if they're working for Logain. He freed Ferelden. He's the genius behind the Battle of Riverdane. He was one of King Maric's best friends. He's a living legend. Of course people would think, oh, Logain hired me? Oh, well, I'm doing the right thing. I'm serving, you know, my queen and country. So I don't think Artin... So definitely not number 4, because Artin and myself do genuinely believe that this guy thought he was doing the right thing by serving Loghain. I think number 3 is an excellent option. I think you should help defend Redcliffe tonight.
Oh, all right. I'll do it. Thank you for your mercy. I won't forget it.
And Berwick's letter. Berwick, we need your eyes and ears in Redcliffe. Stay in the village, keep your head down, and watch the castle. Report any changes and you'll be well paid. A letter in Berwick's possession. Okay, I think that's everything in here. The militia will be, they're probably going to be getting free drinks from Bella, so that's good for them. Hopefully not too many, we don't want them completely sloshed at the final fight. Now that I noticed this house. Oh, Durnal Garrison.
Yes? What can I do for you?
I have a letter for you from the Blackstone Irregulars.
I knew this time would come. I should have listened to my wife. Don't sign that paper, she said. They might pay you a few sovereigns now, but they'll be back. Blast. I'll see you on the front lines, I suppose.
Okie doke. Thank you for your service. And we do have a bookshelf. Ballad of Aesley. The wind that stirs their shallow graves carries their song across the sands. Heed our words, hear our cry. The grey are sworn, in peace we lie. Heed our words, hear our cry. Our names recalled, we cannot die. When darkness comes and swallows light, heed our words and we shall rise. From the Ballad of Aesley, said to have been written after the Battle of Aesley, which ended the 4th Blight in 520 Exalted. I believe that was Garahel, who was the last guy who killed an archdemon. Ooh, very nice, thank you. And there doesn't appear to be anything in here, anything else in here. So now we have to find Ser Perth, who should be... Oh, excuse me. There we go.
Do you think the tower is ever going to get back to what it was, Qwinn?
I don't know. A great number of people died. It will be difficult to imagine rebuilding, with that cloud hanging over everything for many years to come.
Do you think you'll be there? To help rebuild, I mean, once this is all over with?
I cannot say. Even if I survive this blight, I am a very old woman, Alistair.
Why? Because of some grey hair? You are a formidable woman, Qwinn. You could see that it happens.
I think you overestimate the number of years I have left. But perhaps you are right. Or perhaps the memories of what happened there will be too strong for me to face.
I have a hard time believing that.
Well, it's good to have someone that believes in me so. Now, if I could only feel the same way myself, that would be something.
I do love their relationship, because, like, so Alistair kind of sees her as, like, a faux mother figure, and I feel so badly for Alistair. Okay, yep, here's Ser Perth. We do also have...
No word from the castle?
No, all is still, as it has been for days. And it is an unnatural stillness, as though there is naught in there but death.
Say no more. The Arl lives, and I will not listen to your inauspicious chatter.
Hawk's voice actor, right there. Andraste's Grace. Gift. A small white wildflower, commonly known as Andraste's Grace. As far as I'm aware, no one has mentioned any interest in flowers, but hopefully we'll figure out who that's for.
Isn't it beautiful? Standing here, you wouldn't know of the trouble down in the village.
I quite agree. I think that is absolutely stunning. I've said it before and I'll say it again, I love Redcliffe! then, what do we have in here? We have a crate with a love letter. Okay. I've read that one. And I've read that one. Okay. You are filthy. A beast. Such depravity I have never been forced to suffer. How words are so laden when they leave your lips is beyond decent imagining. Madam, I love you. Sir O'Gold. Nice. And there's nothing over there. Okay then, now then, let's see if Ser Perth and his knights need anything.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Ban Tegan is to see you here. I must admit I am unfamiliar with addressing a dwarf of your station. I do not wish to be rude.
I don't care what you call me. Call me Grey Warden, for that's what I am. Call me whatever you would call a human. Call me Artin if you would. Call me Grey Warden, for that's what I am.
Grey Warden it is then, and thank you kindly. I am Ser Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
So it's highly likely that Sir Donal is dead, because he arrived back much quicker than Ser Perth, so he probably would have been in the castle. Oh, that's unfortunate. Is there anything I can do to help? Have you considered using the oil in the village store? I have some questions for you. Carry on. Have you considered using the oil in the village store?
No one told me of this. Oil, you say? How much exactly?
Enough to set many monsters aflame? Never mind, it's probably a bad idea. Enough to set many monsters aflame.
Assuming that would hurt them. Yes, I see what you have in mind. That might be effective, if used carefully. Yes, excellent idea. I'll send some men to collect the oil. We'll use it to slow these creatures down. Have you anything else to ask me in the meantime?
I have some questions for you.
Ask me whatever you wish.
Where can I get supplies? Tell me about what's happened here. Tell me about the quest for the Urn of Sacred Ashes. I want to discuss something else. Carry on. Tell me about what's happened here.
You know about as much as I do. I returned a day before the attacks began, having heard strange rumors about the abandoned castle. I was the only knight to survive the first attack. Since then, I found others returning from the Arlessa's quest. Until we get to the source of this evil, though, I do not think it will stop, and I don't believe we will be enough.
Tell me about the quest for the Sacred Urn.
When the Isle fell sick, we were at a loss. Nothing worked to cure him, and he just kept getting worse. Finally, Arlessa Isolde came up with a plan. The Urn of Sacred Ashes is a legendary artifact said to hold great healing powers. If found, it might save him.
They say the followers of Andraste smuggled her ashes out of Tevinter and hid them in Ferelden. The urn's never been heard of since.
We knights volunteered to seek it out. Few of us have returned. Many are still out there, unaware of what is happening here.
Just what was the Jarl sick with? With? Why did the Arlessa believe anyone could find the urn? Can no one find the other knights and bring them back? So the knights left the castle defenseless. I want to discuss something else. Carry on. Just what was the Jarl sick with?
We were never certain. He thirsted for water and then grew weaker and weaker. He brought in a mage, but even that did nothing. The Arlessa believed he was cursed and that we needed the power of Andraste herself, or he would surely perish.
Why did the Arlessa believe anyone could find the urn?
The Jarl once employed a scholar, Brother Genetivi. He had proof the urn was in Ferelden, or so I was told.
Can no one find the other knights and bring them back?
Eventually, perhaps. The ones I have here were those near enough to recall within the last few days. I only returned myself because I was passing by Redcliffe and heard the news of strange attacks.
So the knights left the castle defenseless?
Not at all. A great number of soldiers remained in Castle Redcliffe. I wonder if they perished there and were transformed into these things. The thought chills my blood.
I want to discuss something else.
As you wish.
Is there anything I can do to help?
We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered.
I'll see what I can do.
That gladdens my heart to hear it.
Is there anything else you need?
No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
Carry on.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
Okay, so Ser Perth wants holy protection for the knights. We shall go and see if Mother Hannah can provide it in the next episode. Until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.